me though. I'm gonna be honest, yo. I kind of really beat him up pretty bad. I think I. Who's calling? Oh, this is Infinite. I am together. Oh, you're Alexis's boyfriend. I saw you when we were at the skate rink together. Like, yeah. Just. Jesus Christ, that was like the. I had no idea though that I was cheating on my girlfriend by playing house. And when Alexis came back to school, Jay told her that everybody had the new G units, and I had G units too, but they were fake, bro. My shits were H units, bro. My shit didn't have the hyphen in between the G.
Let's pause it. Head back to the crib. Head to bed. Wake up in the morning. Head to work. I'll see you guys the next day. I'm gonna go to bed off camera, head to work. Off camera, so see you when I'm at work. I'd rather be on break when you see me, or at working. So yeah, I'll see you then. Alright, it's the next day. It's a brunch today. As you can tell, I'm on my break.
Nothing happened for a long time. Weeks and weeks passed. I was seeing a lot of women then because I was a whore. But this one night I was playing 2K and just like at the beginning of this video, some things happened. All the sweaty men got me aroused. Just kidding, I'm playing. But I did get aroused later that night and I was thinking to myself, man, I really want some pussy. But I didn't really know what to do because it was super late and I didn't think any of the women that I was messing with at the time would have came over. I mean, most of them were probably already asleep and the other ones, they're like real high maintenance. I mean, they're like, no, I'm not going to be a booty call 4 in the mornings and I'm not going to come fuck you at 4 in the morning. What kind of woman do you think I am? The woman I'm trying to hit. Anyways, I got an idea. So I text Trish and she was up. And I am not going to lie, bro. I did no type of game. I mean, my ragu was on 0 tonight. The sauce was not forever. But I tried my hardest to get her over. By trying my hardest, I'm like, yo, you trying to come through? And I'm gonna be real, I knew that Trish was gonna come through because she was feeling it, kid. I could tell by her actions. You know, sometimes you just know that women are feeling you. It is what it is. So Trish came over, and it's late as fuck. And at the time, I didn't even have my own place. I was living with my grandmother, not because, I was a broke-ass nigga, but literally my grandmother is very ill. I mean, she's at a home now. I love her to death. But at the time, I was taking care of her the best of my abilities. Also, my little brother was there. So I had to be on my super James Bond shit. I mean, super secret agent shit. I had to be real quiet. What's that one motherfucker say on Looney Tunes? You gotta be very quiet. And that's what I did. I was quiet. Let her in, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. I felt like I was on some sneaky shit. Like I wasn't supposed to be doing this, even though I was a grown-ass man and it literally didn't matter. But I don't know. For some reason, I felt like I was gonna get in trouble. I guess it's because I still look up to my grandmother as an elder, because it's my grandmother, but whatever. That's not the point of trying to make. My point is I snuck Trish in. This is when I knew that, Trish wasn't the brightest bulb in the box. Like, nowhere near the brightest bulb. She walks into the porch. Now, the house I was staying in at the time, it had 2 front doors. Like, the first front door went into, like, this outside porch, and then the second front door into the house. Now, I'm gonna be honest, this motherfucker walks into the open porch and goes, wow, it's pretty in here. Loud as shit. After I told her my grandmother and little brother were asleep. Bitch, it's 3 in the morning. I swear to God, can you not handle simple directions, bro? I literally said, hey, be quiet when you get here. My grandmother's asleep. And my little brother has school in the morning. And you gonna walk in this goddamn porch knowing the door is right there and it's cracked. Because I just walked out of it and say, wow, it's pretty in here. Like, you know what? I wish you were pretty in here. You ugly ass bitch. Alright, anyway, so Trish comes in after that and we go to my bedroom. I'm already kind of annoyed, but I'm not gonna lie. My little diddler is at alert. I'm ready to go. So I go into the bedroom, yo, and you know how sometimes you bring girls over and it's like 3, 4 in the morning and they know what y'all trying to do. They know what it is, bro. You're a booty call. We're about to have sex, bro. But she wanna go through all of these rituals, bro. She wants to roll up first, and then she wants to watch Netflix first. Like, bro, why we gotta put Netflix on for you to get this dick? That don't even make any sense. Like, what the fuck? What do you wanna watch? What could you possibly wanna watch, bro? You wanna watch Breaking Bad before we have sex? Like, you wanna watch Stranger Things before we fuck? Motherfucker, what you got, an 11 fetish? Like, what do you wanna put Netflix on? someone for? It doesn't even matter. Because we all know 10 minutes in, I'm about to be 10 inches in. You feel me? I'm just saying. I wish my dick was 10 inches long. Anyways, my point is, what the fuck was the point of that? So then she gets to rolling up. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, I don't even want to smoke right now. Only thing I'm trying to smoke is some goddamn cheeks, bro. You're playing. I don't even understand. And then she wanted to do that little shy shit. She wants to sit all the way on the edge of the bed. I'm like, bro, oh my god, am I really about to have to be this corny nigga that's like, yo, why you sitting over there? Like, come over here. Like, I don't want to be that corny ass nigga. God damn, but I was though. I'm gonna be honest. I was very corny in that moment, but I don't care, yo. I was trying to get this dick wet. So Trish is rolling up at this point, and this whole thing is starting to dawn on me. I'm like, man, I can't believe I'm about to have sex with Trish. Like, this is terrible, nigga. Like, I could have just went to bed and hit something better tomorrow. I don't. Oh my god, what am I doing? And this whole time I'm sitting there just thinking to myself, like, you know, I just have to take this L, but I felt so goddamn embarrassed, ashamed almost. And it wasn't just because Trish wasn't the most attractive person, but it's also because I hold myself to a high standard. Well, not a super high standard, but, you know, a decent standard. But also because Trish wasn't the greatest person. Again, I'm not going to explain, but I'll just give you guys a hint for the next video if you get the likes. Trish, was one of those people who were kind of discriminatory. Now, not towards, you know, black people. She was black. But, like, another kind of people. And,
Right.
oh, man. I'm gonna be honest, bro. The LGBTQ community would not like Trish. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyways, I kind of felt bad because I'm like, man, why am I doing this? And it's honestly because my dick was hard. I'm gonna be real with y'all. But Trish was just not a good person. And also ugly. So, you know, it just kind of upset me. But I was like, fuck it. And I ended up doing it, man.
Try Precision 1 contact lenses free for 5 days. Download your voucher and see what happens.
Throughout my entire life, I've never really wanted to eat snacks or snack on things. I've always been very bare bones, like I like meat and potatoes. And most people, when they get hungry outside of a setting, which is their home, let's just say you're at work or school, if your stomach will start to rumble, you'd probably go have a snack, maybe a bag of chips or a candy bar, maybe a bag of nuts. Balls. But me, no. I had a car in high school, so I would legitimately ask to use the bathroom and then sneak out to go get food if I was hungry. As long as it was close enough to lunch, nobody cared. And if they caught me, what are they gonna do? Sending me home? Nigga, good. I don't want to be in school anyway. My point in saying all of that is, I've never been a snack person. I don't like snacks, and I definitely don't like sweets. No, nigga, I don't want a piece of pie. No, nigga, I don't want cake. No, nigga, I don't want a souffle. Y'all are the reason why our obesity levels are so high. How you gonna tell us you want us fit, but then offer us all these sugary fat ass snacks, and they get offended if we don't eat them? But there was this one time that I gave in to the peer pressure, and it was my brother's 11th birthday. My aunt and uncle threw this nigga a birthday party. I know it's weird that an aunt and uncle did that, but our mom had passed away very close to that time, so they were doing it to be nice. Probably the first thing they've ever done that was nice, because they're terrible people. But that's another story. Jesus Christ, I hate them. But anyways, they threw this party together, and I'm gonna be real, most of our family showed up, and some of my brother's friends were there. Well, I was pretty bored, so I decided to go into the kitchen where everybody else was, because when I get bored, I just fuck with people. My great aunt was there, this fat ass bitch, her name's Barbara. This one time at Christmas, Aunt Barbara gave my grandmother a bag of food. The shit had ragu in it, a box of crackers, some rice. Nigga, how the fuck did you give her all these foods and none of them go together? But I used to like fucking with Aunt Barbara because she wasn't the brightest bulb in the box. She was just the roundest bulb. And sometimes I would go in there, she's a terrible person, and I don't care. So I would go like hit her or tap her a bunch of times to irritate her, and then I would run off and I'd take her cane. So she tried to get up thinking her cane's there, and then she'd stumble and shit. Now her legs weren't bad enough that she'd like actually fall. I didn't, want to injure her. But I used to fuck with her a lot. But this one time I fucked with her, and her husband thought it it would be a good idea to try to get me back. So you know what he did? When he was handing everyone out brownies, he insisted that I have one. Now in this moment, a young Sinfinite, and by young I mean 19, nigga, I was young but not that young, I should have known better. I wasn't paying attention to the fact that he kept making sure that everyone else got brownies from the center, but when he got to me, he said, nah, take this edge piece. And I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, okay, nigga, whatever. I knew that if I didn't eat it, he was gonna bitch about it, because that was just the type of weird nigga he was. So I ate the brownie. Now we're sitting there, everything's fine, and I'd say about 45 minutes to an hour had passed. And I'm still, I'm feeling normal. Nothing really out of the ordinary. I don't feel really odd at all. And then about an hour and 15, an hour and 20, I start to feel real zoned out. And when I say zoned out, I don't mean in a regular way. I mean like everything around me is tunnel visioned. Like, I feel like I'm in a fucking hallway corridor, and I'm on one side, and the rest of my family is 30 feet away from me, nigga. Although...
Push it, let's go to work. I will see ya when I'm next on my break. Because, it's boring pretty much. All you see me is working. It's nothing special. So when I get to my stage area where I'm set up to, I'll see you when I'm on my break. So yeah, it's nothing special whatsoever. So, when I get to the place where I'm booked at, I'll see you on my break, I guess. My place is down here. This spot here. So yeah, I'll see ya when I'm on my break. So then, I'm gonna go take 5. Can you handle it? Yeah, sure? Cool, thanks. Let's go on my break now. Still around here. Good show over here, yo. Good show over here will do, yo. Press play.
They're right in front of me, and every time someone talks, it feels like it's slow motion. It feels like I'm hearing it delayed. Like they said something 10 minutes ago, and it's 10 minutes later, and I just got the thought. Nigga said, yo, Sin, what's good? And 15 minutes later, I was like, what? So at this point, I realized, nigga, I'm high. And then I'm thinking to myself, I didn't smoke, because at the time I wasn't smoking then. It was really close to the time I had got greened out from the first time smoking, so I was super paranoid about weed and getting high. I hated that shit at that time. I wasn't even doing it, but I remember this feeling. It was like the first time I had got high. I felt weightless. I felt like something was wrong with me. I felt like I was fucking dying. My heart is in my chest like... And I'm looking around, felt like I was goddamn in cold sweats. And I just look at my uncle, and this nigga's laughing. And then it dawned on me, ding, 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 ding. This nigga drugged me. This nigga gave me a fucking brownie that wasn't a normal brownie. It was a fucking edible. This piece of shit got tired of me picking on his wife, so he gave me a drugged brownie. Now I know some of y'all are saying, Sin, you deserve it, you deserve it. Well, let me tell you something. I'm black and white. 50-50, a zebra, a panda, if you will. Or whatever you want to call me. But I predominantly am around black people in my black family because most of my white family are pieces of shit and racist. And Aunt Barbara and my uncle do not fall out of that umbrella. They are terrible people. Literally racist people would call me slurs, all types of shit when I was growing up. The only reason I came to this party is because my brother begged me to, and I love him. But that's why I fuck with her, because she's a racist. So don't say, oh, Sin, you deserve it. No, fuck her. Fuck her, bro. She's a racist. We're not even doing that. We're not defending that. But this bitch-ass nigga decided to fucking drug me. How dare this old fucking fake knee ass nigga. And yeah, I called him that because he had to get surgery on his knees. I don't care, bro. Shouldn't have been on him so much sucking dick. I hate this nigga, but I hate him even more because he's making me have a goddamn panic attack because I'm high out of my mind on that brownie edible. So the only thing I knew how to do at this point was, man, I need to throw up. So I go into the bathroom, I take their toothbrush, and I try to make myself throw up, and that didn't work. It just made my throat sore. Also, it was really paused because I was shoving a toothbrush in my throat. That's kind of crazy. I also learned that my gag reflex is kind of wild. I might be gay. No, I'm just kidding. And anyways, so I was in the bathroom trying to throw up, and that didn't work. And at this point, I just wanted to leave. So I told my grandmother, I was like, my mom, I'm gonna be real. I think I got drugged. And she was like, what? Oh my God, what happened? Like, you think your fucking brother-in-law put weed in a brownie and made me eat it. I think I'm gonna murder him. And of course I said it and my grandmother laughed at me because she thought I was joking, but I was being serious. I might have shot him in the head if I had a gun. But anyways, my point is, she takes me to McDonald's. And I'm gonna be real, at the time, I was homeless. Well, not really homeless, like I was staying with my great-grandmother, but I was homeless, like I didn't have my own place. But I couldn't go to her house because she's at the party, so I had to go sit somewhere in public and just kind of ride it out until she was ready to go home. Yeah, I didn't have a key to her house. I'm 19, but, you know, old white people don't trust black people, so it is what it is. But anyways, I'm sitting at McDonald's, and bro, when I tell you that the items on the menu were flying everywhere, I mean, I tried to go get something to drink. I ended up ordering like 3 combo meals. I don't even know how this happened. I get back to my table, they bring me my tray. This is like back when McDonald's was doing service. You can dine in and they'll bring your little food on a tray. So they bring it over to me. I'm looking at it, and my God, I ordered like a quarter pounder meal, a Big Mac meal, and like a 10-piece nugget meal. I just wanted a fucking Sprite. I don't even know how that happened. But I am demolishing this food. I mean, I'm eating this shit like I haven't eaten in years, nigga. There were people just watching me devour this food. I mean, sauce everywhere, French fries, and it was so much sodium in that meal, nigga. I know my blood pressure went up. I know it did. And then I downed a large Sprite on top of that, and y'all know that McDonald's Sprites cure cancer, nigga. That is the strongest Sprite of all time. It felt like somebody let a flamethrower off from my throat all the way down into my stomach as this crispy ass Sprite was going from top to bottom. I destroyed that food. Like, the munchies were unreal. I've never had munchies like this ever. And I thought that it would make me feel better. That's why I ate it so much. I'm like, I'm high out of my mind. I don't feel good. Maybe if I eat, get some food on my stomach, I'll feel better. I'll start to come down. No! In fact, everything was worse. I felt worse after eating. I don't know how that even happened, bro. But at this point, I'm high out of my mind and my stomach hurts, bro. So you're probably wondering what happened next. What happened, Sin? Are you okay? No, I'm not okay, bro. I get up to go to the bathroom at McDonald's because I know that I'm about to barf my mind out. And as soon as I get up front, I start vomiting. And I don't mean regular vomiting. It looked like I was in a fucking exorcism, bro. I'm throwing up in this McDonald's. The throw up is coming out of my mouth. And there are people around me. I felt so bad because there was this really sweet old lady there. And I vomited, and some of it got on her pocketbook. I tried to hurry up and turn my head where there was nobody around, and there's trash cans there. So I was beelining it for that. But the entire time that I'm running towards the trash can, I'm just vomiting, bro. I can't stop projectile vomiting. I don't know what the fuck was going on, bro. I don't know what happened or how this was going on, but I was throwing up all over this McDonald's, bro. From the front of the fucking restaurant all the way towards the trash can. By the time I got to the trash can, I was damn near done throwing up. I have never been this embarrassed in my fucking life, but I couldn't even feel the embarrassment because I'm high out of my mind, bro. So they asked me if I'm okay, of course, because they think I'm sick or something's wrong with me. I'm throwing up everywhere. And I tell them I'm fine. I'm just really high. And they're like, what? And I'm like, shit, they had to get everyone. Alright, so some of you may or may not know that young Sinfinite is black. And if you do know this, then you'll understand exactly.
But pause it. Head to my work, yo. I'll see you when I'm after, you know, the visual. When I get to the place down here, I'll see y'all when, yeah, you know. I'll see y'all when I'm off work, yo. See you then. I'm gonna go take 5. Can you? Yeah. Yes, sir. Cool, thanks. Let's go in here, yo. Let's go in here. Restrooms. So instead, let's go over here, yo. Press play.
What this video is about. Now, I'm not saying that struggle meals are an essential part of only black people's lives. Nah, it's not mutually exclusive to us. There are poor people in every race and ethnicity. I just want you to understand that I'm coming at this with the perspective of a young black child. Picture it. Sicily. Except for this time, it's the east coast of the United States, and it's like the early 2000s. But a young symphony is in the kitchen, starving. You see, back then my mom was very, very poor, and she would tell me, baby, make sure you eat breakfast and lunch at school because mommy can only afford one meal, dinner. Now, at the time, I didn't understand this, but my mom was basically saying, nigga, I don't have the money or the facilities to have 3 meals for you, and I'm going to skip breakfast and lunch my damn self, and I'm only going to eat once. So make sure you eat at school. I didn't understand that at the time because I had the literal brain of a hamster. I mean, you can imagine it. There's a hamster and a wheel running repeatedly in my head. Except for imagine your favorite food is dangled in front of the hamster wheel and my dumb ass thinks that I can get to it. That's how my brain worked. And I never ate breakfast or lunch because kids were cruel. And in my school, kids would pick on you and make fun of you if you didn't eat breakfast and lunch. But breakfast and lunch hit. I know y'all remember them super donuts, the sausage biscuits with the jelly on the side, the little mini cereals. Nigga, at lunch, the square pizzas with the little tiny square pepperonis. Shit was hitting at lunch, but my dumb ass didn't eat. So I was starving every single day, and that's why we're here. The struggle meal. A meal that is very, very non-nutritional. I mean, it is terrible for you. The amount of sodium, cholesterol, fat that you would be consuming from these excess foods is not good. It's very bad and could lead to high blood pressure, a bad heart, which could lead to stroke or heart attack. Something that plagues our community. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video that is rooted in systematic oppression, racism, and our ancestors only being able to use the worst ingredients for their food. But I don't want to get racial here. That's not what we're here for. We're here to talk about these struggle meals. These meals held me down. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna talk about some of my go-to struggle meals, bro. So first up, we have every single struggle meal the extraordinaire's favorite. Ramen noodles, or a soup, or noodles, oodles and noodles, whatever you want to call it, nigga, it's noodles. And the reason why this struggle meal is so elite, because every little packet of these noodles could be anywhere from 50 cents to $1. If you caught it at a hood store on the corner, them shits will probably be like 50 cents. I'm gonna be honest, they were free for me because Young Sin was in there stealing. I was just putting stuff in my pocket. It is what it is. Miss Becky, I know that you're probably... Nigga, it's not me. It's not Sin. You're imagining this. Go back to sleep. Now, ramen noodles are such an elite struggle meal because you can doctor them up in many, many different ways. I mean, you can use hot sauce. You can use cheese. Whether it's sliced or shredded cheese, it don't matter. Cheese is cheese. But what I used to do when I could to make it like a grade A meal was if my mom had made, let's just say, hamburgers the night before, or, I don't know, roasted chicken, something, some sort of meat. I would take the leftovers that I had, and I would put them in the noodles. I was on my Ichi ramen shit, I'm not gonna lie. I also would put hot sauce in my shit, a little bit of garlic powder, I'm not gonna hold you. That shit hit. I would put cheese when I had it, but I'm gonna be real. Most of the time we did not have cheese. When my brother was a baby, however, shit was real, because we got WIC, and we could get juicy juice, goddamn milk, we could get goddamn Kick cereal, cheese, for free with WIC. That shit is crazy. WIC approved. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the government. I ain't gonna hold you. Another go-to struggle meal for your young Sinfinite was a Wish sandwich. Now, I know that you're probably wondering, Sin, what the fuck is a Wish sandwich? Nigga, I wish that there was some meat in it. I used to eat regular bread. The saddest part about it is I didn't even have a goddamn toaster, bro. So I couldn't even really toast my bread when I wanted to switch it up to feel fancy. I had to eat regular ass bread. Nigga, do you know how sad it is to take a fucking piece of bread and ball it up and make a bread ball? I ain't had no goddamn marinara sauce. I was dipping that shit in ketchup. This one time, bro, I was so down bad, nigga. I can't believe I ever did this, yo. I made a damn mayonnaise sandwich. That was the craziest, whitest shit I've ever done in my life. When I ate that mayonnaise sandwich, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I'm biracial. I'm half black, half white. And I'm gonna be real. I grew up in the hood. I grew up around all black people, so it's not that I'm saying I don't have the white genetics in me. I just don't be claiming them shits. However, when I ate this mayonnaise sandwich, nigga, it unlocked the goddamn white gene in me. I was about to call somebody a felt like I was a member of the goddamn Klan for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. I never ate that shit after that. It was terrible. I think the most down bad thing that I've ever ate as a struggle meal, though, was ketchup packets. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I know you're probably laughing at me and you're like, oh my god, Sen, do you need help? Did someone need to call CPS? Look, my mom did what she could. She made sure dinner was on the table. But she just didn't have money for other things. I didn't even have money for clothes, nigga. I was wearing the same 3 outfits, re-rocking them shits, washing them in the bathtub, bro. I was poor, bro. That's why now that I'm making money and I'm doing this thing that I love, I'm so goddamn humble. Because I know what it's like to have nothing. To the point where I was consuming ketchup packets. Nigga, you can't get any nutritional value off of that. It's not even real tomatoes. Bro, I was eating paste, bro. I can't even believe it. Now I hate ketchup because I was getting fucking PTSD from sucking on fucking ketchup packets. And don't let me have got a goddamn Happy Meal or something from like the last couple weeks. Don't let it be a goddamn sweet and sour or a barbecue pack in there. I'ma eat that shit like it's damn caviar. Dipping my finger in some sweet ass McDonald's sauce like I done came up on something special. Shit don't make no goddamn sense. Now I know you're probably wondering at this point, Sin, is there ever a silver lining in this story? And I mean, yeah, but we're not there yet. Where we are at though is grilled cheese sandwiches. Now that is every struggle meal's top chef meal, bro. Now it's not quite like ramen, like it's not the go-to. However, when you got butter, bread, and cheese, you're up, nigga. I was really him. And I was so good at making grilled cheese sandwiches, bro. Oh my god, yo. And don't let me have no goddamn Campbell's tomato soup. Campbell's, good. Dipping my goddamn cheese. Bro, don't let me have had no tomato soup. I was gonna dunk them goddamn triangles in that tomato soup like I was deep diving in some coot. That was too much? Alright, my bad. The thing to add to that grilled cheese sandwich to make it official, and when you really knew that you were up some goddamn bands in this world, is when you had the goddamn Oscar Mayer bologna. When you put a goddamn slice of bologna in that shit, and now it's an upgrade from a grilled cheese to a fried bologna and cheese sandwich. Oh my god, this nigga's spitting. Bro, you gotta make sure you char the edges of that goddamn bologna. And every single small bite, you're getting a little bit of cheese, a little bit of fucked up ham. That's probably not ham, it's mostly pork and chicken pieces. But it doesn't matter. You're consuming it because you're on the struggle bus. And it's okay to be here. Now, those were my go-to struggle meals, but I really need to know, what were y'all's? Make sure you tell me. However, we gotta talk about the silver lining of this video, and that is the fact that at some point, Young Symphonic's mom got the most magical thing in the hood. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. I mean, my bad, I keep doing that. Everything changed when we got food stamps. Now, food stamps are a struggle meal essential because it goes by your household's income and how many kids are there. And my mom had 2 of us. So every single month, like clockwork, she was getting food stamps for her. My brother's dad, who was also broke and didn't have a job, my grandmother, who was living with us and was sick and wasn't working, and me and my brother. My mom was getting about $500 to $600 a month of goddamn food stamps. And you better bet your goddamn bottom dollar that we were eating like kings. I mean, all types of shit. Brand name cereals, brand name condiments, Hot Pockets, Lunchables. You name it, we were getting it. For like 2 weeks and we ran out of food stamps and then we had to eat struggle meals the rest of the time. But it doesn't matter. Because we were up.
Evil musician.
Good start.
Also, no, Gigi Allen isn't on this list. Deal with it.
How blunt.
This video is going to start with several musicians you have most likely never heard of, but I assure you, they are musicians, and they are most definitely evil. Cassius Povey is a 29-year-old guitarist and singer from Lincolnshire, England, who played in local bands in the area. While he never achieved any commercial success due to never being signed to a record label, and as such released all his music through streaming services, he was fairly popular in the local area, and as the lead guitarist of all the bands he played in, Cassius naturally found himself attracting a significant female fan base. He obviously enjoyed the attention he received from these young girls, and would often talk to them online through Facebook, with the girls obviously being thrilled at having received attention from their favourite guitarist. Cassius, of course, enjoyed this attention as well, as he was only in his late teens to early 20s at the time. As you can probably guess though, he realised he could use these young girls' admiration for him to his advantage. He would begin talking to these girls more and more, eventually becoming friends with them and gaining their trust. This obviously led to him grooming them, completely taking advantage of the young and impressionable girls, the youngest of whom was apparently only 13 years old. He would ask to meet them in person, to which the girls gladly accepted, no doubt thrilled that they were going to meet their favourite guitarist, who by that point had become their friend. Unfortunately, his intentions were far from pure. He would meet these teenage girls and commit terrible acts on them, the kind that would scar them for the rest of their lives. And he did this with many girls for 6 years.
Pause it. Let's go back to job. Let's go back to work. Shit, man. I'll see you guys when I'm finished work, I guess. I'm gonna take 5. Do you mind if you cover me? Sure. Thanks. Let's go on the bike again, I guess. Push play.
One of his victims even became pregnant and had an abortion without telling her parents. She was only 14 years old. It wasn't until 2020 when Meg Foley, one of his victims, finally spoke out against him in a Facebook post.
Meg was still at school when Povey persuaded her to perform sexual acts online after grooming her for months on end.
He was very charismatic. He literally just added me on Facebook one day. He just added me on Facebook and he started a conversation and he made out that he thought I was like 19 or 20. I blatantly wasn't. I was 12. I was being bullied in school and he would make you feel you were special. He made me feel like I had friends. He introduced me to all these different people that were way older than me. Like, I felt cool, you know. He knew what he was doing. He knew exactly how to manipulate people. He knew how to make people like him. The thing that bothers me the most about this is not so much what he did, but how accepting his friends were, you know, of his actions. None of them said a word. People knew who he was and people knew what he did. Nobody said anything. This wasn't something that was a secret.
Why did you decide to out him?
Because he deserved it. Somebody needed to say something, because, God forbid, you know, if he'd have carried on doing this for, 10 more years, there would have been so many more people.
Cassius was arrested following the post, and in court, it was revealed that, upon meeting his victims, he would give them alcoholic drinks that he had spiked before assaulting them, with almost all of his victims having been under the age of 16. In total, Cassius was charged with 19 assaults. The court heard how he mainly targeted vulnerable females with mental health problems and difficult relationships at home.
He made himself like an idol at Clock Tower. It's him, it's Cassius Povey. Like, oh my god, Cassius is here, everyone stop what you're doing. Found out everything about me first. And then, when I was at my most vulnerable and I needed him, he then used that against me.
Kate felt vulnerable because she'd split up with her boyfriend. Povey spiked her drink, she says, then yelled her at his flat.
Now it's kind of messed me up for life because now I'm sitting here with severe depression, PTSD, I haven't been able to get a job or have a stable relationship. Like, I'm a walking, talking Nightmare, eh?
Cassius showed no remorse for what he had done, with the judge stating, quote, "All of the victims in this case have found you to be manipulative and cunning, and I have found that this is the type of person that you are." He was found guilty of 7 assaults, 1 against a woman aged over 16, and 6 against girls between 13 and 15, and he was sentenced to 17 years in prison and registered as a sex offender for life. With his imprisonment, any chance he had of ever having a career in the music business has been completely destroyed, but that's certainly for the best. If he had ever become a famous musician, there's no telling how far his reach would have extended, and how many women he would have harmed.
You're up to your eyeballs in BS. Swipe up, move along.
Andy Inoki is a former grime and hip-hop artist from London, England. Growing up in Tottenham, he fell in with the gang life from a young age and had been in trouble with the law numerous times in his teenage years, having been arrested for beating an ex-girlfriend and also threatening someone with an air gun, though he was also on the receiving end of violent crime himself, being the victim of a stabbing. It was in his teen years that he discovered his passion for music and began producing his own grime and hip-hop music, which would see airplay on various pirate radio stations in London. This led to him catching the eye of the grime group, Boy Better Know, and he was brought into the group as a new member in the mid-2000s. Joining Boy Better Know exposed him to a wider audience and led to him performing to crowds of thousands rather than the small clubs where he would perform for probably less than 100 people prior to this. He would continue performing with Boy Better Know until he released his first solo single in 2014 entitled Feed 'Em to the Lions, which would become a big hit for him and to this day is generally considered to be his signature song. The success of Feed 'Em to the Lions led to him being signed to the legendary Island Records, a label which has counted many notable artists among its lineup, such as Ariana Grande, The Weeknd, Shawn Mendes, KSI, and of course, the Insane Clown Posse. Hey, Violet J was nice enough to give my Evil Wrestlers video a shout out. So these guys are awesome in my book. Being signed to such a major label allowed Inoki, now going by the stage name Solo 45, to move out to the rough neighbourhoods of Tottenham and settle in a fancy riverside apartment in Bristol. All in all, things were definitely on the up for him. His career was about to take off, and he'd finally managed to leave his old life behind and move to a much better area, so it looked like he was heading to stardom. Unfortunately for him, this would not be the case, as he would eventually find himself in trouble with the law for a truly vile offence. In April 2017, a woman reported him to the police for a vicious assault in which he had brutally tortured her, with him even going as far as attempting to suffocate her through waterboarding. Solo 45 was immediately arrested, with the police searching his apartment for any more evidence of foul play. When they searched his phone, they discovered that he had thousands of videos of women being tortured. Solo's court date would not take place until 2020, but it was during his trial that he proudly proclaimed just how cruel and depraved he is. He would talk about how he enjoyed abusing women, but claimed that it was all consensual, and that he wasn't actually raping them. His victims, however, said that he would use their admiration for him to groom them and gain their trust, before turning on them and beginning his horrific abuse. They also said that they were imprisoned by him, and threatened with a handgun if they tried to escape or resist him. He also stabbed one of the women in the thigh. According to one of the women, he only found enjoyment when they resisted him. When they stopped fighting back, he would grow bored and find new targets. Solo freely admitted that he was a sadistic necrophile, and that he got pleasure from seeing other people cry. However, Solo still insisted that these acts were all consensual. The prosecution managed to get him to slip up though, as when they asked if he stopped when the women asked him to, he replied with, "Usually," before obviously realizing what he had just said and changed his answer to, "Always." Unfortunately for him, and fortunately for everyone else, the court knew that they had caught him in a lie, and were able to prove that his actions were in fact not consensual. He was convicted of over 30 counts of assault and sentenced to 24 years in prison, but in 2021, his sentence was actually increased to 30 years after his initial sentence was deemed to be too lenient. After more details came out about just how extreme his abuse of these women had been, many people called for him to be given a life sentence, but this was rejected, and and he will be eligible for parole after serving 20 years. He may not have gotten the punishment he truly deserved, but he will at the very least spend all of his best years behind bars, and by the time he's released, few will remember the name Solo 45, though his victims will never forget the pain and suffering they endured at his hands. Shane Coates is a horrorcore rapper, best known for being one half of the group Deviant Horror, alongside his wife, Ty Coates. As you may have guessed by their face paint, Shane and Ty are juggalos, having based their look on the Insane Clown Posse, and obviously following their footsteps by becoming a horrorcore duo. In 2016, the two opened their own independent record label, Deviant Horror Entertainment, through which they released all of their material, including their debut album, Blood, Sweat and Tears, in 2018. The album obviously didn't chart, as it was a quote underground release, as most Juggalo records are. The album did, however, get them noticed among the Juggalo community, and saw them getting some gigs afterwards, including a spot performing at the annual gathering of the Juggalos in 2019. Their song, Chopping Up Bodies, was also featured in the indie horror film Clown Motel, and the two of them were actually set to appear in the sequel. While it was obvious commercial success was always going to elude them, at the very least it seemed that they would be able to maintain a following among the Juggalo crowd, and probably get some more high-profile gigs and even another spot at the gathering of the Juggalos. That was until 2022, when Shane would find himself in some serious trouble with the law. On May 17th, Shane was arrested for the battery of a 13-year-old girl. This alone is horrific enough, but it becomes even more appalling when you learn that the victim was apparently his own daughter. Earlier that month, a Facebook page had been created called The Victims of Shane Coates,